The second thing that you can improve very easily is your price. Increase $1, decrease $1, whatever, and see what happens to the click-through rate. Again, I would take like I would change one thing at a time, and I would wait 14 days at least. Now, the third thing that you can do is, that's easier, is main image split testing. Yeah. So I would go to one of two places, either productpinion.com or PickFu. So I don't know actually if it's .com. It's productpinion, like opinion, productpinion, and then PickFu, PickFu. Yeah. And what I would do is I would go in and say, here's my main image. Here's a different main image. Which one would you click on and why? Yeah. And then, or I would say, here's my main image. Here's my competitor's main image. Which one would you click on and why? And if everyone comments that it's hard to read your thing, or it looks busy, or it just looks cheap, then you keep fixing the main image, and then you can improve the main image until more people vote on the new main image. And then you can use manage my experiments on Amazon. So go to brands, manage my experiments, and then you could do a split test on Amazon to see which image is better. Now, so that's kind of the second thing with it. After that, I would go for reviews. Get more reviews. The more reviews you're gonna get, the better your click-through rate is gonna be. And you should have an evergreen review strategy, which means you should constantly be getting more and more and more and more reviews forever. It's just part of the business. The same way that you're always sourcing, your product from a manufacturer, you're always inspecting it, you're always using freight forwarders, you're also always running PPC, you're always getting reviews. It's part of the business. And then the final piece is also your title. So maybe try making your title easier to read. So if it's very keyword stuffed, like electrolyte powder, supplement, potassium, magnesium, sodium, drink, electrolyte, like weird, like keyword stuff, maybe try making it sound more like a human being and see if that is gonna, and again, you can make a change and do manage my experiments and get real data from Amazon telling you if the new title is better than the old title.
Oh, yeah. Now I have a question, you have a PPC agency, right? Your PPC agency also do copywriting, or so your company just focus on PPC?
Just PPC for copyright. So we can do SEO optimization, but that's not really copywriting. Copywriting, we can recommend using Marketing by Emma.
Okay. And then I'm just listening to your strategy, and I want to talk about your second thing is increase price or decrease prices. That's impact on CTR. So a lot of people may be thinking maybe decrease the prices, maybe they making cheap pricing. Maybe they thinking everybody like click better than just regular price. But how about the increased pricing? Actually, do you have any experience if you put in increase your price and then people actually more click? I mean, you have any experience increasing price affect CTR?
Yeah, 100%. And so this has happened a few times where we've seen increasing price does increase click-through rate because for supplements, for example, it's very important. It's something that you ingest. So maybe having too low of a price sounds very sketchy. So you can increase, monitor click-through rate, monitor your profits. And at the end of the day, guys, the biggest and most important factor of your entire business is your profits, which is your sale price minus your Amazon fees minus your cost of goods sold. So your net profit per unit times the number of units you sell minus your PPC. So if your sale price is increasing, you're going to have more profit per unit, for each unit that you sell. And if your PPC is staying the same or maybe even a little bit more expensive because your conversion rate drops, you could still make more profit by increasing your price. So don't be afraid to test. I think the number one mistake that I made when I was early in the business is thinking I knew what was going to happen. So thinking that increasing my price was going to lower my click-through rate, or thinking that lowering my price is going to increase my click-through rate. Yeah. So always test, always get the data. Maybe for like a food scale or like a wine cooler set, increasing the price will hurt you. But maybe for a supplement or a food product or maybe a glucose monitor, right? It's very important that you have a good glucose monitor so it doesn't give you bad data if you have an insulin problem. That I would be willing to spend more money because I trust the more expensive product more. So always get there's no one rule for anything. Anything that I'm telling you today, don't take my word for it. Make sure that you test it, evaluate the data, and then say, okay, Mina said to do this. I broke up the 4 auto campaigns, but guess what? My spend is less and my sales are less. That didn't work out, you know, or, when I broke up the campaigns, it actually worked. So make sure that you're always testing everything and validating, because I'm not the one who's buying your product. Your customers are. So let them, who are like looking at it, clicking on it, buying it, let them tell you what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, that is very important. So always, if you are the Amazon seller, you need to test, PPC test, and then also main image test. Also, when you get the data, just following your data result. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I like you're saying. Mina, also another thing, a lot of people is saying, about Amazon honeymoon period, right? I want to get your opinion from you. How about thinking, like, what do you think about, Amazon honeymoon period? Is that really work? And then if it really work, and then what should I do? I mean, what should I do for that?
Yes, I think the honeymoon period is very real, and it lasts for anywhere between 30 to 60 days. I don't know. This is kind of what I feel from us testing so many things, but it is a period where Amazon will show you in the search results unfairly. So like another product with 18 reviews will show at the bottom, but your product, because it's brand new, it's going to show at the top, because they don't know, are you a good product or a bad product yet? So you get this unfair advantage. Now, to take advantage of what I've seen is I've launched different products, my own. One of them, I will spend so much money. ACOS is bad, lose, but it's selling a lot of units, and I'll sell 50, 60 units. And after the honeymoon phase, it stays up there, 50, 60 units a day. And over time, as I get more reviews and I optimize the PPC, it becomes very profitable. And then other ones where I try to be profitable from day one, and I'm selling 5 units, 7 units a day. After the honeymoon phase, after I have hundreds of new reviews come in, I try to scale it and it doesn't work. And that's when I realized that the honeymoon phase is a very, very important, because if you rank well in the honeymoon phase, if your rank goes high, if you're making a lot of sales, a lot of units, Amazon will keep you there because they know that you're a good product. Even if your conversion rate is not great or whatever, but you're selling a lot of units. So Amazon's like, okay, it's fine. He's spending a lot of money. He's selling a lot of units. It's beneficial for them. But if you're not spending a lot of money, or if you're selling very few units, they're like, okay, why should we keep you up here? Let's bring Mina, who's selling 50 units, and put him up here, because he's going to make us way more money. And I don't know how Amazon thinks. this is kind of what I feel. And then remove this guy who's only selling 5 units a day. And so you end up kind of going back to page 4 or 5 or whatever.
Wow. So everybody, if they have like the new launch, and then they have to focus on in honeymoon period time, only for making more sale, right? More sale, and then that's have to rank up. And that is a good point. So maybe they have to do PPC also aggressive in honeymoon period time, right? Yeah.
And it's okay if you lose money. It's okay to lose money, because let's say you lose $10,000 a month, doing it 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 after 3 months. And then you start, getting better and better. And now you become break even. And let's say because now you're selling 50, 60 units a day, you end up with a business, single product that is making $5,000, $10,000 a month in profit. If it's making $10,000 a month in profit, that's $120,000 a month, a year in profit. So indefinitely in 1 year, you're going to make all of your investment back. And then you can sell, if you have $100,000 profit business, you can sell it for at least $300,000, so are you going to try and save $5,000 here, $5,000 when you launch, and then, have a business that's not even sellable and is barely making you profit, or have invest $10,000 a month in losing on PPC, but then you have a business that you can sell, it's making you $100K a year in profits. I made that mistake. Trust me. I made that mistake. I had multiple brands. One of them, I started very hard, very aggressive, lost a lot of money. And then because of that, I was like, oh man, I'm tired of losing money. I want to be profitable from day one. And I did this thing with day one, and that business is worth nothing now, because it barely makes any profit. No one is going to buy it. So what's even the point of having it?
Yeah, that's true. So a lot of people when they launch the beginning of the launch, like they really focus on like ACOS. Oh man, I have like high ACOS, but you're saying it's just focus on the sales because you know, then especially in honeymoon period time, you need the making sale. Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah, I understand. And then you know, right now a lot of people say that Amazon algorithm is changing. You know, A9 to A10, and what is the different thing is outside of Amazon traffic, right? So that is very important. Everybody like saying. So what do you think? Is this really Amazon, you know, outside of traffic is impact of Amazon ranking? What do you think, Mina?
Yes. So we have seen the brands that are very strong off of Amazon and are doing like influencer campaigns. Like we have a few brands that were on Shark Tank, and every time that there's like an influencer that posts them or whatever, and especially like as we do more and more influencer campaigns with them, we've seen that like you know, the influencers are just sending people directly to Amazon, or maybe the influencers are causing people to search by the brand name on Amazon. So it's not like a keyword search or anything, but we've noticed that the keyword ranks all are going up. And so to me, that indicates that, you know, getting external traffic is helping ranking. Now, is it something that you need to worry about too much? Honestly, what I would do is think of your business. It has different marketing strategies. One of them is marketing through PPC. Another one could be marketing through, influencers. And so if you have money to invest, and I think this is a beautiful thing, because at a large enough scale, it will cost you only your cost of goods and your time. And so if you had an employee, VA, whatever, or even you, and every single day you're messaging 20 or 30 influencers, offering, you know, the product for free or whatever. And now you have consistently, like, let's say 100, 150, 200 influencers a month posting about your product, sending traffic. Number one, on its own, that's a good marketing strategy. These are people that got your product for free. And if you want to see a very good example of that, look at Javi Coffee, JAVY Coffee. What they do is they have, you know, scoured the internet for every single person that is a good influencer for them. And they've given them the product and all of this stuff. And when you go on YouTube and TikTok, you see them everywhere. And you know, those guys are doing a great job of leveraging influencers to bring traffic, but at the same time, you know, they're making sales without spending that much money, and they're ranking better on Amazon. And they're probably, all of those people, they can ask them to leave a review as well.
Yeah. So you mentioned that website, and I'm gonna put it in this video down below the comment, so everybody can see the website. And then I think people more care about the outside Amazon traffic. That's really important thing for the future. Today I learned a lot of things from you. So maybe this is my last question, Mina. I want to talk about the negative keyword. So I was watching your couple of video before, and then you mentioned negative keyword is very like sensitive. So don't put it like a lot of negative keyword if you are not sure. And so what do you think? When can people put it in the negative keyword they on, you know, Amazon PPC? And then I want to hear your opinion about negative keyword. Yeah.
So there's only one criteria that I would have for negative keyword.
Yeah.
It is when you find a keyword in auto broaden phrase that is spending a lot of money and not making sales, or spending a lot of money and making very little sales. Like if it has a 150% ACOS or something, or if it's spending $15, $20 and not making any sales, only add it as negative in that ad group. Because you can have one key. So let's say you have two campaigns. One is called one has electrolyte powder broad, one has electrolyte supplement broad. And for both of them, they have electrolyte hydration as a keyword. But in ad group one, that one could spend $15, not make any sales. In ad group two, it could have a 20% ACOS. And I've seen this happen many times. So, so your criteria should be for that specific campaign and that specific ad group. If you have keywords that spend a lot of money and don't make a lot of sales or don't make any sales, Add them as negative exact in that campaign. Other than that, that's it. Don't, if something is working in broad and you want to make it in phrase and exact, do not add anything that is working. Don't add as negative, because what I've done is I've done that. And I will add as, I'll find, let's say, electrolyte hydration, very good product, a very good keyword, 20% ACOS, add it as a negative in auto and launch it as exact. Then I lose the sales from auto, and then it doesn't perform in exact. And guess what? I just lost money because I thought that I'm smart. And I thought that, you know, I'm gonna move it to a new campaign. Moving and doing all of these things will hurt you. So if something is working and making you money, don't touch it. Give it more money to spend, because you can have one keyword here makes you money. The same keyword somewhere else does not make you money. Why? I don't know. This is how Amazon's algorithm works. Obviously, irrelevant keyword. So once we had a card holder, it's a credit card holder, and the word vaccine card holder showed up. So we had to negative phrase vaccine everywhere, because obviously our credit card holder doesn't hold vaccine cards. But that's the only exception of when should you just do like negative across the board for irrelevant search terms. So if you are selling a hair supplement and you start seeing the keyword fur or cat hair or dog hair, then I'm gonna negative phrase cat, dog, and fur, because I know for a fact they will never be relevant.
Yeah, that is good point. Negative phrase. So vaccine doesn't work for me, so put it in the negative phrase, right? So I think that's a very good point, Mina. Yeah. Okay. Today I learned a lot of things from you, and I think we have already our recording maybe over 30 minutes. It's kind of, you know, long video. I mean, for YouTube, maybe for the future we can have a, you know, like a live webinar, or for another video maybe to our subscriber. And thank you for your time, Mina.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and then if you know my subscriber, if they want to contact you, how they can find you? I mean, you have a lot of, you know, you have your own YouTube channel, and then you have your Instagram. What is the best contact? I mean, you have also your agency homepage, and what is your best contact way?
Yes. So the best way to get in touch with the agency is to go to triviumco.com, triviumco.com. You can get a free audit. So basically what we can do is we can take a look at all of your campaigns and let you know exactly what to do and how to fix it. This is straight value that you can take and implement yourself, and you don't even need to hire us. This is just, you know, something that we do good for everyone. And then you know, we also have Trivium Tribe, which launched recently. It's a Slack consulting group. So you sign up, it's $200 a month. You get access to me and my team, all of our resources, all of our consultants. You can ask as many questions as you want. And you know, you get our templates, SOPs, training videos, anything that you need basically to help you. And if you want to reach me personally, you know, the Instagram at the Mina Elias. And LinkedIn, Mina Elias, and you can ask me any question there, and I'm very accessible. Okay, thank you for your time, Mina. Maybe a lot of us, you know, South Korea people, they're gonna contact you. Hey, Mina, I just watching, you know, your video into, you know, YouTube. So maybe, yeah, hopefully. Perfect. Reach out and say hi. Yeah. Okay, you know, Mina, thank you for your time. Maybe see you next time. All right. Perfect. Okay, bye.